With dozens of people in Oklahoma County missing their court appearances Monday at no fault of their own.
Yeah, they missed because there was no one to take them from the jail to the courthouse. The sheriff's office officially backed out of its agreement to transport inmates today. News 4's Spencer Humphrey is here in studio with a legal mess that this has created. Spencer.
Yeah, and to say this is a legal mess might just be an understatement. Almost 80 jail detainees, some of whom were going to be set free following their final court hearings scheduled today, are still stuck behind bars after no one took them to court today. Legal experts say that alone could open up the county to a whole slew of lawsuits.
The judges were being pulled into meetings, that district attorneys were trying to scramble for their hearings.
Courthouse chaos Monday as dozens of Oklahoma County jail detainees missed their scheduled court hearings when the Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office followed through on its vow to stop transporting them.
We have so many clients who are set for preliminary hearings. There were families who came in from out of states. There were victims who were here for preliminary hearings.
Everyone was trying to navigate how to best handle their clients' cases without harming certain rights that they do have as criminal defendants.
Last month, Sheriff Tommy Johnson informed the jail trust he'd be ending his agreement to transport detainees between the jail and court as of Monday. But at a heated jail trust meeting this past Friday, District Attorney Vicki Behenna argued Johnson doesn't have the legal right to back out of that agreement, saying the indenture document that established the jail trust clearly requires the sheriff's office to transport detainees no matter what.
I just need to make sure that the criminal process in Oklahoma County doesn't get disrupted.
On Friday, though, Sheriff Johnson told us he believes state law says otherwise and trumps the indenture.
When the jail trust was created, they stepped into the shoes of the sheriff. You don't get to pick and choose what responsibilities you have.
At Friday's meeting, Sheriff Johnson seemed to think he and jail trust members had agreed on a compromise. Johnson would keep 3 of his deputies transporting detainees through July 1st, as long as the jail trust sent 3 of its own officers to train alongside his deputies beginning Monday. If the jail trust didn't send any of its staff along, he said he'd end all transports on Monday.
The jail has certainly agreed they're going to have 3. We're going to have 3 to train them.
But County Commissioner Brian Mon says the only legal way anyone except the sheriff's office could transport detainees is if county commissioners voted to amend that indenture document. And Friday, commissioners voted not to amend it. So he says the sheriff's compromise wasn't legal. Also saying jail trust legal staff emailed jail leaders all that on Friday.
Their general counsel instructed all the trustees on Friday evening that in fact the commission had voted and that decision appeared to be final and the indenture would not be amended.
He says that's why when Monday morning came, no jail officers showed up to train with deputies. But with that, the sheriff's office followed through on its threat anyway, immediately stopping all transports. So then the public defender's office filed a motion in court on Monday on behalf of one of their clients who the sheriff's office didn't take to court. The public defender's office, like the DA, believed Johnson did not have the legal right to stop the service. During a hearing over that motion Monday, legal counsel for the sheriff's office told the judge jail leaders texted them on Saturday saying they would be sending jail officers to train with deputies on Monday. Ultimately, though, the judge siding against the sheriff's office, filing a writ of habeas corpus, ordering them to start transporting detainees again Tuesday morning.
So a writ of habeas corpus is saying that people are being wrongfully imprisoned, basically, or they're wrongfully jailed.
But Monday's lack of transportation delaying justice for at least 79 detainees, including people set for sentencing and release, who now may have to wait days or weeks to get back on the next available docket.
Any extra day they spend in jail, that's a day that they could lose their housing, they could lose their children, they could lose their job if they had one. So this really sets them back and affects them in many ways.
Defense attorneys say those detainees could now have a good lawsuit on their hands.
You have a constitutional right to be heard in court and a constitutional right to counsel. And so today those rights were violated whenever people weren't brought over to their court date. They also have a right to due process. And so that right was violated today.
And we did reach out to the sheriff's office to see if we could talk to the sheriff about all this today, but we're told he's out of town, but he may speak to us tomorrow, we are told. Now, meanwhile, that judge today not ruling on anything pertaining to the legality of who has the responsibility to transport detainees, simply saying the sheriff's office must continue transporting them until the issue is settled. The judge says the sheriff's office could take the issue up with an appeals court, or everyone could try to work together to come to some sort of agreement out of court, though everyone we've spoken with says they believe this will likely end up in a lengthy legal fight.